Welcome back, everyone. Jeremy Reese, founder and CEO of Essential Financial Services Group. Steps 3, 4, and the bonus section are going to be covered here. So let's get started. Step 1, we chose our car. Step 2, you got some education on credit scores, credit reports, the two major scoring systems, FICO, Vantage Score. Steps 3, 4, and the bonus material, I'm going to teach you how to find lenders, how to qualify the lenders, get a rate typically between 2-3%. Then we're going to match our best score with the lenders. And then we're going to tie all this up and really learn how to fund our future. So let's do this. We are not typically going to go to a bank. I don't care if it's the bank that you bank with. We're typically going to go to a credit union. And I did this search. Today's August 9th. 2018. I did this search here locally. All you do is a quick Google search, just type in local credit unions, and you can see the rates here right now range from 2.49% to about 5%. And you should find the rates in your area are about the same. So this is step 1. Just find the local credit unions. The rates they're offering should be listed right there. So pick the best rate. Obviously, that's step number 1. Print those out. Now, step number 2 is going to come in just a second. But for the military personnel out there, you have a slightly different option. So you have this option, and this is for both current as well as non-active military personnel. And you should be aware of this. So I want to thank all of our military members as well as their families, because all of you have given a tremendous amount to our country. And I have many military members in my family. In fact, got one right here. The website is usaa.com. And I'm the oldest of 3 boys. And that's my next in line. That's my brother, Jason. And he is a U.S. Marine. So that's a great picture of one of our Marines right there. So here's some current, and I did ask him permission, by the way, if I could put that picture up there. He thought it was funny. Here's some current rates, again, just taken a couple of weeks ago. So new car, used car, refinance, and I'm going to point some very valuable information out here to you. If you look right here, and this is not just USAA, this is any dealer, okay? Think of it this way, drug dealer, bad, okay? Car dealer, I'm not knocking car dealers. Here's what I'm saying, that the person in the finance office at a car dealer is not your friend. And in the car, okay, the Credit Ascension Auto Report, I write this in detail. I've got a whole newsletter on this. Remember, just by going to everypointcounts.info, going to getmy3, the number 3.com. Once you opted in, you can opt out at any time. You are getting the newsletters every week. And I've written an entire newsletter on this subject about how people in the finance office, they're not your friend. And here's why. It's a perfect example. You see where it's pointing, it says save 0.5% on newer used auto loan rate with terms up to 72 months, ridiculous, when you purchase through USAA car buying service. Now I'm going to show you why that's not, we don't care about that 0.5 percentage point in this case. See, what they're saying on the 4th line is vehicle purchase must be made from the dealer listed on the USAA car buying service saving certificate to receive a discount. Here's why. Folks, what I'm educating you on right now, this important information, is on how to negotiate both price and terms. Typically, and it doesn't matter what you're buying, if you're buying a house, if you're buying a car, if you're buying a boat, doesn't matter, is you can negotiate either price or terms. In terms is the length, the interest rate, and so forth. I'm teaching you how to negotiate both the price to get a discount on the price and a discount on the terms. When you get a discount on both, you make money. So that is where we're going to go for our funding. Now we're going to qualify the lender. Hear my words. Most lenders qualify you. We're going to qualify the lender. And here's how we do this. In the lower left-hand corner of your screen, look, there's a website there for you. It's bit.ly.com/credit pulls. Now, this is a website that I use that has a ton of information on there. It can be a little bit confusing when you get on there. So I'm going to teach you exactly where to go. If you look up at the top of your screen, that is the URL you really want to go to. But poke around there, there's some great information. The search we're going to do is a custom search. And you can see there's 33,614 records that turned up. We're going to do a custom search. And what we can do is find out what lenders in your area are approving loans and who approved them and what bureau, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, what did they use and what score did you need to qualify? How cool is that? So here's what a custom search looks like. Okay? On this next page here, type, sort by consumer state, do the newest first. If there's replies on there anytime, I did the state of Kansas. You say CRA right there. It stands for a Consumer Reporting Agency. It's a fancy way for saying credit bureaus. There's all different ways to describe them. It just, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, date applied, was it approved, yes or no? So when I did this little search here, what I got was this. And you can see there are tons of records that are going to be pulled up here. So you can narrow your search down and play with this a little bit. Now, if you don't get the search return results that you were looking for, you can simply call the credit bureau up or the credit union up and say, listen, I'm looking for an auto loan, but I'm not sure if I want to use you yet. Hear the language difference? I'm not sure if I want to use you yet. So I've got a great credit score, but I want to know what credit union or what bureau do you use? Do you use TransUnion? Do you use Equifax? Or do you use Experian? And one more time. I'm looking for an auto loan. I've got a great credit score, but I'm not sure if I want to use you yet. What score do you use? What bureau do you use? Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax? They'll tell you. Whatever you do, don't let them pull your credit score yet, because that's a hard inquiry. With our software, we can pull it all day long. It's a soft pull. If they pull it, it's a hard pull, and it will lower your score. It's that simple. So now, all we're going to do is match up the best score we have with the lender that we've picked. And folks, your car loan's approved. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, bam, we are done. But wait, there's more, because now I'm going to show you how to take all this information and turn it into about $33,000. I hope you're enjoying the strategy so far. I'm going to go through some numbers here with you. I'm going to go through them quickly because you could pause the video at any time. I thank you for your time. Time is our most valuable asset. Time's more valuable than money. I can show you how to make a bunch of money. So here's the bonus section. I'm going to show you how to fund your future. Okay, so let's break this down. We've got Good Credit J. You notice J right there. He's got one leg. I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. So the car buy amount, $20,000. The term, we'll do 5 years, 60 months. Interest rate, 3.5%. I just showed you how to get better than that, but we'll do 3.5%. That's a payment amount of $363. Now, all these calculators and everything and a whole lot more, they're in our software. That's a total vehicle cost of $21,830. That means that on this loan, you're paying about 8% because it's amortized over time. 8% of your payments over the 5 years are going to be interest. Now, here's a little tip for you. If you need to improve your credit score quickly, one thing you can do is on your existing credit cards, call them up and increase the limits. Right? We talked about the utilization. We focus on both positive and negative credit. Remember, I gave you the example in step number 2, and I said, hey, look, 35% of your FICO score and 32% of your Vantage score is based on utilization. And I said, that means if you got $10,000 of available credit and you're using $5,000 of it, you're using half. That's not good. Well, for a lot of people, it's not so easy to make $2,000 in payments real fast. But what if you've got a decent credit score and you called your credit card company up and you said, I am looking to make a significant purchase. I want a credit increase from $10,000 to $15,000. A lot of times they'll do it right there on the spot. If you increase your credit limit to $15,000, what have you done? You've improved your utilization. Now, obviously, and now you're only using what? A third. That's helped you. Now, don't go out and buy a 90-inch screen TV at that point. The point is to increase your credit score. Okay, so that's a little tip for you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at bad credit Billy. That's typically 620 or below. Okay, so Billy. So loan amount, same, but a lot of people with bad credit, what do they do to keep the payments down? They stretch out the terms. So 72 months. I've got a client right now. He's got an 80-month auto loan. Tells me he doesn't have any money, but he's got a $980+ auto payment. That's ridiculous. That's insane. His interest rate is over 22%. That's just insane. But everybody chooses how they spend their money. So on this one here, total vehicle cost on a $20,000 auto loan is almost double. It's $36,181. Interest rates matter. So there's got to be a better way, and there is. So here's another great tip for you. Before you go and get your next auto loan, make sure your address history is clean. You really only want one address on there. We can get that wiped off for you very simply. So this is what we specialize in. The reason why you only want one address on there is because when you go to apply for a loan, auto loans in particular, if they see you've had 2, 3 addresses in the last 3, 4, 5 years, that's a red flag because they know if you start missing payments and they have to send the repo man out there, then if you're moving a lot, what does that signal? You might be moving a lot in the near future and they got to chase you down. This is what we do. Okay. So look at the interest difference on this. It's incredible. The monthly payment difference is $139, but the total interest difference is over $14,000. What could you do with that money every month? I'll tell you what you can do. Our program's 6 months. In 6 months, you can improve your credit for those of you that need credit assistance. Right? It's not even that much per month. So improve your financial life. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shave off 5 months off our loan because we're going to make biweekly payments. It's the exact same amount of money every month, but we're going to make our payments. We're going to cut them in half, and we're going to make them every other week. And because we are using the Ascension strategy, we didn't pay full price. We bought at a discount. So our loan's only $16,000. That drops our payment just a little bit. And we just got the car that would be $20,000 at the dealer. We got it for $16,000. And we reduced the 60-month loan down to 55 months simply by making a payment every 2 weeks. So check this out. It's just going to keep getting better and better. But here's the cost of bad credit so far in just one car. The interest difference is almost $15,000. The good credit buy is $4,000. So far, we're up to almost $19,000. Now check this out. I'm going to go through some numbers. I'm going to go through them kind of fast. You can pause the video at any time. I could teach any one of you how to do this. In fact, a great friend of mine, someone who has educated thousands, tens of thousands of people and does webinars every single week, and they're free. All you have to do is click on the I want to improve my financial life. It's your free consultation. I'll direct you to him, and he teaches stock webinars, podcasts every single week. I believe he does 35,000. He has a following of 35,000, 40,000 people every week. He's a heavy hitter. He's great. He's a former attorney, got tired of being an attorney. So everyone who gets a free consultation, I will direct you over there, and they're free. He's fantastic. So I'll show you how to get this return. Months 1 through 12, we're going to take our $4,000 that we would have had to put down in the car. If you didn't have that to begin with, you're just going to start with a little bit less. Our payment difference from having good credit to bad credit is $363 minus $291. That's $864 a year in your pocket. And so here's what it breaks down to. We're going to start with $4,000. Our annual addition is $864. We're going to grow it over 1 year period of time. And we're going to make about 8% on our money. That means at the end of 1 year, we're up to $5,253. Now that's the first year. Year 2, 3, a little more. So it's months 13 through 55, because remember, we pay off our loan after 55 months. So our current principal is starting at $5,253. Our annual addition is $864 still. We're going to grow this over 3.75 years. Our interest rate return is still 8%. Our total after 55 months is $10,912. But watch what happens now. Remember, the person with bad credit is making payments for 72 months. We're not. So what's the cost of bad credit? Well, months 56 through 72, our current principal is $10,912. Those months, that person's still making a car payment. We're not. So now our annual addition would be $4,356 over 1.25 years. Interest rate is 8%. Folks, the person with bad credit threw away almost $18,000. You can't tell me that bad credit doesn't cost you money. It costs you so much more money than you ever considered. And most of our clients see anywhere between 50 to 100 point increases in just a month or two. It is absolutely insane not to improve your financial life. You can't afford not to. The interest difference, the annual return, the grand total is $32,782 over the span of the person who's making those high interest payments. It's all on how you choose your money, how you choose to spend your time. And this is one of the easy strategies that my buddy teaches. It's just trade the spiders. Every one of you can do this. It is so simple. Over the last 10 years, the different sectors, you average them out, diversify, so to say, and you don't have to pay some fund manager to do it for you, have averaged almost 8% over the last 5 years. This is what we specialize in at Ascension. We're not credit repair. We are financial wellness. We have the technology, the point deduction technology software, credit and financial education, credit monitoring and alerts, errors and omissions. We educate you on all the different laws throughout the country, credit scoring. And again, many of the quote unquote credit repair companies out there, once they charge you, then you still have to go out and pay for your credit scores from some third party. Everything is included with us. And then the target score simulators. Again, I showed you this one client earlier. This is just 30 days. This is not uncommon at all. 30 days, and the scores were up 63 points, 17 points, 57 points, 60 days, and he's almost at that prime score, the banded score, of 661. These are some of the financial tools: financial analysis, financial calendar, auto payoff, debt payoff, home budget, mortgage loan. You want to learn, you got 4 different credit cards. You got an auto loan, a mortgage, a credit card, and you've got extra money at the end of the month and you don't know which one to pay off first. The software tells you. You can start looking at your mortgage and which mortgage do you have? What if you paid a little bit more this month? How fast could you pay it off? The software tells you. The first thing you're going to do is we're going to walk you through your financial analysis. And here's the cool thing. It's not difficult because all you do is select your account type. Is it an expense, a housing payment? Is it housing insurance? Is it your electric bill? So it's just click, drop, and drag. It's very, very simple. And now you've got your whole budget in there, and it's a tool. And once it's in there, check this out. You've got your financial calendar, and you get alerts saying, hey, in a couple of days, your gas bill's due. The next week, your cell phone bill's due. So this is a tool that you continue to use over and over. There's different plans. There's what I call the maintenance plan or the navigator. And that's what you see up top. And then for people who actually need the assistance, that's the app program, I call it, the Ascension Protection Plan. And that's where you can pick up the phone, call a credit specialist. We help you improve your score, ascend your score. So one more time, it's every point counts with an S.info. I believe all of you all are here for a reason. We attract what we're ready for. Those of you that want to improve your financial life, go to the site, enter your name, your email address, your phone number. You all know my credentials. I have educated more than 150,000 people in all 50 states around the globe. This is my passion. I love helping people. I am thankful for your time. I'm surrounded by loving, caring individuals. This is my wife, Raquel. What y'all don't know about me is that when I was 18 years old, I was involved in an automobile accident, which took from me my entire left leg and hip. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I died 3 times. I had 26 surgeries. It's not how many times you get knocked down. It is how many times you get back up. That's me by age 20. Folks, I don't care what your score is right now. I don't care what your financial situation is right now. Keep moving forward. This says Jeremy stands alone. Nobody stands alone. Surround yourself with people that you want to be like. For me, it's all about family. put yourself in a position where you're always ready. So if you're always ready, you don't have to get ready. In 5 years, you will have arrived. The question is very simply, where? Look how much money you could have in 5 years if you start doing the right thing today. Improve your financial life. So everypointcounts.info. One more time. It's your free initial consultation. They typically take 15 minutes. That's it. Name, email, phone, leave a message, and one of our courteous, experienced credit financial specialists will give you a call back. Some cases that may even be me. I do man the phone, so to say. Sometimes I want to get in touch and know the clients. I want to thank you all for your time. I wish each and every one of you the very best. Take care of yourselves and keep moving forward.